Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me again. My name is Wilkin. I'm here with the second part of the New Beginner's Guide series, and as you can see, we are now here where we left off in the first video. I am here in Burn trying to, or not really trying to, just enchanting my gear, and this is exactly what the next step in this process is. You need to enchant all of your equipments to +8. Your goal is from the little purple quest line that tells you to hit item level 460. And in order to do that, you need to have every piece of a gear at +8. Now, due to the catch-up mechanics and all that other stuff, there are no longer oils, but there is just a built-in guaranteed upgrade chance. So what this looks like is you go to that NPC, and every enchant you do, you get +2 on your gear. So you go 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then repeat that on each of the other gear pieces. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys once I've done that, because I think we've seen enchanting countless times. This is just me spamming through all of those windows. So yeah, I'll just skip to the final part where we hit the required gate, and you'll see that we will then be handed a new quest, and then we can proceed from there on out. Alright. We are done. Item level 460. Those are probably just to be consumed, right? Yes, they are. I mean, for all, like, they could have just, you know, allowed us to... I actually need to use that shit in 4 days. I need to use it tomorrow, I think. Otherwise, I'll forget because of New World. So, we're done with 460. The game tells me to go... The guide, New Ocean, the Curtain of Proteus, Blooming Homeland of the Silings. Wait. It should be just a little bit of talking, and then go to the Ocean of Protea. Okay. That's... is there any point in using the First Awakening for like Chaos dungeons, or should I just use the second one anyway? Does it make any difference? No, wait, we want to repair. Actually, it doesn't really matter if we repair the ship or not. We're just gonna repair it, and then we're just gonna sail to Rohendel. Like, I really need to work on my consistency when it comes to vehicles, so I think getting a normal mode in will probably help. When do you guys... Reaper, Scouter, Demonic Bard, Gunslinger, those are what we have so far. So it really doesn't matter which one of them I take, I suppose. I think it doesn't really matter. Alright, we reached Rohendel, my friends. We are down 1 continent. We have 4 continents, well 5 actually, if we think about it. Rohendel, Yorn, Peyton, Papanika, and then Southburn, but... The most important part is to actually... So, Blooming Homeland of the Silins is done. Guide, we got 5,000. Nice. Interesting. So here on out, it's just basically storyline spam at again. Pretty much the finishing line of the storyline of Rohendel, and I'm just gonna skip all the cutscenes here because I've seen this plenty times. But the most important factor here is again that all I did was push the gear to 460 item level. This is actually, like, you can see that I just finished this quest. This is the gear that I did the entire storyline with. Needless to say, like I said, I didn't do side missions, so there's a whole lot of side missions everywhere around. But the main storyline is all I had to do, and all I did. So this is the gear that we left off in Burn, so that we had to push to +8 in Burn. That allowed us to travel to Rohendel, and this is the event accessory gear that I was wearing, and that is it. That is virtually everything that I used in order to get to that point. So there was no extra upgrading, there was no nothing. And now obviously the next point is to go to Yorn, and in order to go to Yorn we need to hit item level 600, and you have guessed it, that means another roll of enchanting, and this is something that we're going to be doing. I will quickly check what the mails are. So we get a mail with a This is a stone. We probably don't really need this. I mean, the extra HP could be nice, but that's not really important. This one is a very handful. So, for example, take a look at my current AP. That is 1,858. Also, we have around about 11,200 HP. So we're gonna equip all of this. And our AP rose a little bit, just like our HP. So it's not a huge difference in terms of stats, but it is nice. So I would definitely recommend doing that. You can't really dismantle those things, so you gotta sell them or trash them at some point. And like I said, the next step that we're gonna be doing is upgrading. So naturally, I will repeat this again. Since I am using the Akrasa Express, I have a surplus of materials that you may or may not have access to. So if you are a new player, you will have to consistently farm Chaos Dungeons, as well as Guardian Raids, as well as other stuff like your opponent dailies, especially for Emerald Shards or for Breakthrough Stones, the Juvenas Emerald. Like I said, I have plenty of those. So for me, that's not really a big deal. We're just going to go ahead. As you can see, there is still another 100% guaranteed upgrade. 2 plus 12, the same thing here. Guaranteed upgrade. From there on out, we are currently at item level 540. We still have a 100% chance here. We actually ran out of weapon crystals here, so we're gonna switch over to that. And you can see where this is going. This is just standard upgrading. There's nothing I can really show you here, so I'll catch you guys once we're done with the upgrading process. So here we are, finally, with the last piece. You can currently see that I am 596.6 item level, and with the last piece that we will shoot plus 15. There we go, we just completed the next task of shooting our gear 2+ for item level 600. Now, this is something that I want to touch on before we actually go into the next guide. Is there are obviously higher tiers of gear, but this just goes to show that, especially now as a new starter, I would personally not bother with anything but the blue gears. Doing content is perfectly fine. You may struggle a little bit here and there, but by the time you actually get to use the new sets that are potentially available, there's no point for you to really bother with it, because by the time you actually get this, you should already be on your way to the new content. So for there on out, that's really just it. And yeah, there you have it. This is pretty much the guide number 2, or the part 2 of my beginner's guide. TLDR, we went to Rohendel after we enchanted our gear to item level 460. Then we sailed to Rohendel, in which continent, or basically what continent we had to clear. After doing that, you have to push your item level to 600, which is full plus 15 on your full gear set. And then you are on your way to Yorn, which is also the first tier 2 continent. So you have successfully cleared all tier 2 content, all quote unquote, because you probably didn't do all the raids and all that stuff, but you are now officially at the baseline cap of tier 1 equipment. You don't have to go any further, because your next step is gonna be Yorn, and I will catch you guys in the third part of the beginner's guide once we actually reach Yorn, how that goes, what I will do once I reach Yorn, and everything from there on out. Last but not least, I do also stream this game and also other games on Twitch, usually on Mondays, but also other days, so feel free to check out the link in the description below. Outside of that, I do hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys probably in the next video or in the next stream. So keep your eyes peeled, do stay safe, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.
You want me to take you back?